a thing that they used to go around saying, Christmas is coming, the ducks are getting fat, please put a penny in the old man's hat. Do you know that, Roy? Well, don't go on with it. I just think of Jeff and Julie. They'll have to sing some little carols to their little Timothy, and Jeff might upset him, and Julie might play the guitar to him, and he'll coo and cry and carry on. I think of the times that we had when we were young. The lovely times, the beautiful, exciting times, like sitting up all night trying to get that scooter together. The shaft wouldn't go through the front forks because it had too much plating on it. And here we were in the lounge room of my mother-in-law's trying to shove that thing through so that Philip could wake up and have a happy Christmas. I could have wished him anywhere. My wife's father used to put all his presents up on the top of the wardrobe. Chocolates, everything, hair oil, the lot. He never... If we ever wanted chocolate later, we knew where to find them. But he never used to show any... Well, sometimes he would eat them, I guess, but he put them away so that he could keep them for later, like some squirrel. And there... Some of you young people, you say, I'm not going to get married, it's too hard. Yes, you will. There's a few people we worried about, but they're all right now. But the Lord will give you the blessing. What are you laughing for, Peter? I wasn't thinking of you. And they say where there's a will, there's relations. We got anybody here tonight, as I think Brother Jim calls them, multis, multi-millionaires? Anybody put your hand up? It's a shame. So if you've got a problem tonight with your wealth, you can still be saved. And we'll look forward to your offering next week. Now, out of this list I've got Oral Roberts. Do you know that dear fellow that said he would die if he didn't get so many thousands of dollars? I was hoping he'd go short. But that's not kind, is it? Please, think about the things that are important. I remember Christmas as a child. I do remember being in Jean's mum's place at Christmas, but I go further back than that, at Grandma's. And my grandmother was a dear, old, soft, chuckly, lovely lady. Used to give you hugs, lollies, all sorts of things. And she was a Christian. She used to tell me about Jesus. I wouldn't be classified as the greatest preacher in the world, but I do care about what's going to happen to many people. And that's the only reason that I'm prepared to go through the suffering in sense of going to preach the gospel. And it's been like that in King's Cross over the years. It's been very difficult. Some nights you would rather be anywhere else. And that ministry has ceased. And that hurts me too in a sense because there's not much witness around that's worthwhile in King's Cross. And so I'm found here. And if you're here tonight and you're unsaved, I make no apologies. I'd like to see you saved tonight. And witness for him when you go to the open air. Witness for him when you go to work. People say, what makes you different? So I've noticed your life. I noticed your witness. I noticed the things that you do and the way you talk and the way you live. And I want to know about Jesus Christ. And you'll be witnessing with the power of God. The Holy Spirit will enable you to do that work. Some people just want the Holy Spirit for a sensation. But God enables you to do the work that he calls you to do by the power of the Holy Spirit. When we used to be in King's Cross in the open air, daylight savings was a real problem. Because we used to stand around for an extra hour. We couldn't start. And what was the trouble? Daylight. Have you ever been out in the night with a torch in the garden? What comes out in the night? Snails, slugs, everything. Beetles, cockroaches, spiders. It's nice, isn't it? Well, that's just what it's like when you go to a place of darkness like when we were in the open air in King's Cross, that darkened place. And we went with the light of the gospel. We saw some saved, not many. Some people said, oh, we'd like to be different. But they counted the cost and they wouldn't give it up. Some of the girls that live in the city and earn their living there said, we hate this, but they wouldn't come to the light. And I can tell you tonight, the Lord loves you if you're unsaved. He loves you because he went to the cross for you. And tonight you can be saved. But I hope there's nobody missing when we all get to heaven. You pray about it, you do something about it. Think about it, be intelligent, don't quarrel, just reflect Jesus Christ in your life. And we believe, Lord, that the coming of the Lord is so close that we could almost count the days. We believe that he is nearer than we first believed, but we also think, Lord, that he's nearer than we expect.